Kitco Mining's special coverage of the Precious Metal Summit is brought to you by Inventa Capital.
In a down year for resource stocks, Western Alaska Minerals has more than tripled its worth in the past year. Kit Mars is co-founder and CEO. Kit, welcome to Kitco.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
Tell us about Western Alaska. What are you focused on, Kit?
Well, we are focused on Western Alaska, as the name says. We have an entire district, the Illinois Creek Mining District, with 5 different deposits, 5 different metals. But this year our focus has shifted to the Water Pump Creek deposit. We had a great drill hole in 2021, moved our drilling emphasis there this year and had some great success. And this is an example of it right here, and wanted to bring that to show you what some high-grade lead, zinc, silver looks like. So that's really become the flagship of our company.
The mineralization, I think you're calling it carbon replacement deposits.
Yeah, it's actually very simple. All this lead, zinc, silver replaces a carbonate rock, a dolomite, and so geologically referred to carbonate replacement deposits, or CRDs. Everybody likes to have an acronym, and not very well known. They were very successful in a lot of major mines in the past century, but a lot of those are been discovered and mined out, and so there aren't very many left today. Water Pump Creek was a blind discovery, so it's will be one of the new deposits mined, I hope, in the next few years, and there's some very famous ones around the world. So.
Talk about those famous ones. What are the parallels with what you're working on?
Two we like to use as geologic examples for our geologic team. One is Santa Eulalia in Mexico, in Chihuahua. Was Dr. Peter McGaw, is our primary technical advisor, did his PhD there. It was mined for 300 years and produced over 1 billion ounces of silver. So that's a great example. Closer to home, the Tinnick district in Utah, just south of Bingham Canyon, is getting a lot of new emphasis by the major mining companies, and that's another example.
Now, you had a tremendous run up in the past year. What were some of those past catalysts? So why were you able to take off? Well,
in the exploration business, discovery is everything. We had some very good drill intercepts. This hole last year was about 10 meters. That was very exciting and helped us go public. This year we suddenly had a 20-meter intercept and then a 30-meter thick intercept. And in July, 2 intercepts. One, hole 17, was 47 meters. This is an example from that. And then right after that, hole 18 was 100 meters thickness. So those 2 intercepts create a lot of excitement in the market, ran up very quickly. Stock got a little ahead of itself, but we're very happy with that. And in a down year for most companies, it allowed us to have an upward trend, which we like.
What's the infrastructure up there?
We're in Western Alaska, but what is very different is the Illinois Creek mine, the namesake of the district, was a past producing open pit heap leach gold mine. We have a road system in place, 4,500 foot runway. We use large aircraft to cut the cost for bringing in fuel and supplies. In the summer, to get ready for next year, we had 5 C-130 Hercules loads of equipment. We own our own drill rigs. We have 3 on site now, and we'll be adding 3 more next year. They're on order and the money's put down, and that way we're guaranteed that we don't have to go out in the market and bid on somebody else's drill rig. So a lot of good infrastructure, and we're very close to the Yukon River from a future transportation standpoint.
Who's your neighbors? Who's active in the area?
We so far own all of the known prospects in the district, so we have everything 100%, and we don't have a neighbor now, but with the success we've had, that will likely change in the future.
Well, I think further afield, I think it's Pogo as well as Donlin is kind of close by. Is that correct?
Yeah, we are about 120 miles due north of Donlin. That's a very successful project that's going to be going into development, I hope, fairly soon. Joe Pekenbrock, our chief exploration geologist, was the exploration manager for Nova Gold for a dozen years, and he's the one that really brought Donlin from a a million ounce deposit to the 39 million ounces it is today. So, and then we're about 270 miles west of Fairbanks, and that's home to Pogo, which is about a 250,000 ounce a year underground mine, and Kinross flagship at Fort Knox is about 350,000 ounces a year.
How are community relations?
Community relations are very good. We're in an area of western Alaska that has very high unemployment. The last major private company employment was Illinois Creek when it was an operating mine. So there's a lot of support for us to have another mine go back into production. We have a very strong local hire program. Started that in 2016. We've brought some of the tribal leaders from our neighboring villages out this summer for a site visit. We want everybody to see and know what we're doing. And this year we had 15 different local hires, and our local hire payroll was over $250,000. So we're very happy with that. And we have scholarship programs active in all three of the close by villages.
Lastly, Kit, milestones over the next 12 months.
Really, we'll be implementing our drilling program next year. We're planning 25,000 meters of drilling with a total of 5 drill rigs, 15,000 on Water Pump Creek to really expand the resource, extend the mineralization so we can announce a resource. We do not have one yet. Very importantly, though, another 2 drill rigs and 10,000 meters infilling between Water Pump Creek and the past producing mine. I'm really thinking we'll have another discovery similar to Water Pump Creek along the structural trends that we identified this year in our very extensive geophysical program.
Kit, thanks for telling the story.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Bye.
My name is Michael McRae. You're watching Kitco Mining's coverage of 2022 Precious Metal Summit Zurich, sponsored by Inventa Capital.
Kitco Mining's special coverage of the Precious Metals Summit is brought to you by Inventa Capital.